So one thing I can bet you is that you've never had spring roll this crispy. Do you hear that? So I'll be showing you how to make very, very crispy spring roll. But before we start that, we need to make our filling first. So the first thing you want to do is to grate your carrots. So you can decide to use a vegetable peeler. You can decide to use a grater to grate your carrots or cut your carrots into julienne. And the next thing you want to do is to prep for your green pepper. You can decide to use other color of pepper. Just cut that into strip and set aside. The next thing on my list is my cabbage. You can decide to use your grater. You can decide to use a vegetable cutter or peeler to cut this, but just make sure that you cut this very finely and let it be in strips form. And then next thing I have on my table is spring onions. So I'm going to cut my spring onions into like two variations, into small pieces and into like chunks. So we're going to use all that in our filling. The next thing I have here is some chili pepper. So just cut that finely and set aside. So the other thing I'm prepping for is some onions, some garlic and ginger. So you want to cut everything well and then just set aside. And then the next thing we're going to do is to make our filling proper. So heat up some oil. Do not go overboard with the oil. You don't want your filling to be oily. So just heat that up. Add in your garlic, ginger, onion, and chili pepper. Next, add in your spring onion, the chunky one. So let everything sizzle for a bit to release its flavors. So the next thing you want to do is to add in your carrots and bell peppers. Mix up everything together and let that cook for 2 minutes. So I have a different type of spring roll filling. So this is a vegetable filling. So I will do well to drop some of the link to those different spring roll fillings. So do well to check them out. So the next thing you want to do is to add in your cabbage, go in with your spices. Also add here some soy sauce. So mix that up properly and just allow this to cook for a minute or two until everything is well combined. Like this is a very, very easy, delicious filling. Like I said, you can check my other previous recipe or video for other different spring roll fillings. So go in there with some sesame seed oil. So in one of my previous recipe, I showed how to make your own homemade sesame seed oil. So I'll do well to drop the link to that particular video in the description box below. Then just garnish with a spring onion, mix up everything together, and once that's done, just want to scoop this out and just allow your filling to cool down. So as our filling is cooling down, the next thing we're going to do is to make our wrap proper. So into your bowl, combine all-purpose flour, corn flour. So make sure that everything you're adding is well sieved. And then the next thing that will make your wrap super crunchy is by adding some rice flour. So go in with some salt and sugar. So mix up everything together. Next thing you want to add is some water. So I promise you, like, this is the best wrap. So I was just experimenting on different things that will make your wrap last longer, very crispy, and this was the best solution I came up with. I promise you, this is the best wrap. If you want very crispy wrap, this is for you. So in the description box, I've placed the measurements for this mixture. So make sure that you follow this properly. So make sure that everything is leveled so that you can be like on the same page with me. So that this is how the texture of your wrap should be. It should be watery, this watery. So the next thing you want to do is to heat up your non-stick pan. So ensure that this is not overly hot and this is not cold. You want it to be in between. So once your pan is hot, the next thing you want to do is to scoop your butter using a brush. Go around the pan in a circular motion just like this, filling up empty spaces. Please do not pack the butter into the pan. You only need about 3 or 4 strokes of the brush to create a thin, even layer. So this is what gives you that fine, crispy wrap. You don't want it to be too light or too thick. Just the perfect consistency, exactly like you were seeing in this video. Allow it to dry out, and once it's dry, gently take it off the pan just like you've seen in this video. Then repeat the same process for the rest butter. Please do ensure that you're cooking this on the lowest heat. You want it to just dry up quickly and then you just end up with mess. So you want to cook this on the lowest heat. And then if your pan is too hot when you're adding the next one, this is just going to just dry out. It will just create a mess. So make sure you're cooking this on the lowest heat, and if your pan is too hot, you can just take off the pan off the fire and just allow it to cool down for some seconds before adding the next batter. You can also clean off the pan in between batches to remove any residue. This will help keep your wrap smooth and neat. This part is very important. So as you take the wrap off the pan, place it on your work surface. That could be your counter or a tray or even a chopping board. Just allow the wrap to rest for just some few seconds or minutes. So once it is slightly cooled, then place the wrap inside parchment paper, or you can use a clean kitchen towel. So this part is going to prevent the wrap from drying out. Now take note of this. The side of the wrap that was facing you while brushing it in the pan should not be facing down when you stack the wraps together. In other words, flip it before covering or stacking. So when you're about to stack the wrap, so you need to just turn it the other way around so that your wrap will stay smooth and flexible. So finally, make sure to cover everything properly. This wraps dries out very quickly, so you don't want to leave them exposed. So keep them covered until you're ready to fill and roll. The next step is to make a binder. Simply combine water and all-purpose flour and mix until smooth. You can use the same mixture we use for the wrap because rice flour and corn flour in it won't hold properly, so we need a separate binder for this. So that's why we are doing this step. So once that is ready, then it's time to roll our spring roll. So take out the wrap from what we've covered and make sure to cover the rest immediately so that they don't dry out. Now check the wrap for any dry edges and trim them off. You can actually fry those string pieces. They are really crispy and taste amazing. You can also make them into crispy noodles. I have a recipe on that, so I'll leave the link in the description box below. So do well to check that video as well. So the next thing we want to do is to fill and roll. Add your filling into the wrap, then gently tuck it in. You can do 1 or 2 folds to secure it. Either way works perfectly. Then brush the edge with your binder for the side and keep rolling. Also brush a little of the binder at the bottom to help seal it properly. Then roll everything up neatly until it is well sealed. Before I forget, if you're new to my channel, it's good to have you here, and to my returning viewers, thank you so much for stopping by today. Do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, turn on your post notification to get notified when I drop new video. Do not forget to give this video a like, comment below. I would love to hear from you. And one thing that you should do, please do it. Thank you so much. Do click on the share button. If you share this video, it's going to push this video to the right audience. People that want their spring roll to be very crispy and they're looking for recipes that will make their spring roll very crispy, this is it. This spring roll can stay crispy to the next day. I tried it, I placed it in the refrigerator, and I just took it out from the refrigerator, ate it, and it was still crunchy, I promise you. So you want to click on the share button. And as well, if you want me to create samosa, do let me know in the comment section. Just type samosa and I will do a video for samosa. Thank you so much. So once you're done wrapping your spring roll, the next thing you want to do is to heat up your oil. Now, you don't want the oil to be too hot or too low. Just the right temperature, not too hot that it burns the spring roll instantly and not too cold that it soaks up oil. We're not trying to cook the spring roll again. Everything inside is already cooked. We just want them to get beautifully golden and crispy. So once the oil is ready, gently place in your spring roll and do not overcrowd your pan. Let them fry until they are nice and golden. Just look at that, so yummy already. So scoop them out and let's listen to that crunchy goodness. Oh my. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other flip side. Bye for now.